Hello, hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our class today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Can you hear me and see me well? Hi everyone. Please thumbs up in the chat box if you can hear me and see me well. Is everything okay? Okay, great. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I'm very excited to be here again with you. All right, and for those who don't know me, my name is Teacher Lanny. I'm a tutor on Cambly. I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona in the United States. But let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I love traveling, sports, I like learning languages, but that's enough about me. What about you guys? Can you tell me where you're from and what some of your hobbies are? What do you like to do in your free time? Let's start with some shout outs. Where are you from? What do you like to do in your free time? Cambodia, welcome. Hi. Pakistan, welcome. Greece, hello, hello. South Korea, hi. Japan, welcome. Brazil, okay. India, Indonesia, wow. We have students from all over the world. Excellent. Nepal, Sri Lanka, very good. You like to learn different languages. That's great, Hussein. Very good. Welcome everyone. India, we have more students from India. Excellent. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? All right. Bangladesh, excellent. Very nice. Good morning, everyone. It was very good. I'm glad to hear that you had a good weekend, that your weekend was great. Boring. Well, sometimes we have boring weekends, right? But I hope this lesson is fun. I'm sure this lesson will be great and you'll have fun with me. Boston, okay, hi. Boston, USA. All right. Well, I'm very excited. Welcome, everyone. Okay, before we start, I want to remind you that this lesson will be posted on our Cambly channel in case you want to share it with your friends, your family, or if you need to go back and rewatch it, feel free to check our Cambly channel, okay? Are we all set? Are we all ready for today? Yes? Okay, well, let's start. Today, we'll be talking about, well, first of all, let's answer the question, what is subject-verb agreement? That's our topic for today. And subject-verb agreement means that in the subject, if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. And that's why it basically means that the subject and verb must agree in number. Okay? For example, let's take a look at the subjects he, she, and it. These subjects are always singular. Always. He, she, it. For example, we say he goes to work. She likes sports. It is great. Whereas plural subjects, they always use plural verbs, okay? And here we have the subjects you, which includes all of you, we, and they, okay? And they always take a plural verb. For example, we say, you all, you are wonderful students. You're here every Sunday, so you are wonderful students. We go to work every day, and they like shopping. Okay? So that is just basically one of our basic rules. Okay? That's the basic rule, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. So that's why we're not going to go much in detail. But let's learn more rules that can help you with this subject. Okay? So let's start with our rule number 1, or rule number 2, actually. As a general rule, use a plural verb with 2 or more subjects when they are connected by the word and. So if you have multiple subjects, 1, 2, 3, and they are connected by the word and, we need to use a plural verb. Okay? Let me give you an example so you can see it. And I'm going to move here so you can see our rule here. Here's our first sentence. She and her colleagues make a great team. She and her colleagues make a great team. Okay? Another example we have garlic and olive oil make everything taste better. Okay, so now we have these 2 sentences. Let me go back. And as you can see in these 2 sentences, we see both subjects, and the subjects are joined by the word and, okay? Which means that we have more than one subject, and therefore we need a plural verb. The verbs will be marked in red, okay, for you to know and see our examples, okay? So just remember, verbs will be marked in red, and here we have our 2 subjects, she and her colleagues, garlic and olive oil. So that's it. Now, for this, I want to remind you, and I want you to be careful, because the exception of this rule is when we have compound nouns. Compound nouns. What are those? Okay, compound nouns are, for example, bed and breakfast, peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper, and rock and roll. Okay, so let me give you an example. Peanut butter and jelly is delicious. Okay, in this case, peanut butter and jelly are part of the same singular subject. Okay, we are not talking about multiple subjects or more than one, it's just one. So we don't say peanut butter and jelly are delicious. That will be wrong. We say peanut butter and jelly is delicious. Do you like peanut butter? I love, I love peanut butter. So remember, peanut butter and other compound nouns will be the exception to this rule. Okay, rule number 2. Good job. Okay, well, let's move on to our third rule. And our third rule is compound subjects with the words or, nor, neither, nor, either, or. Compound subjects. And when we choose to use, in this case, we choose to use either singular or plural by looking at the last noun in the compound subject. What does that mean? Okay, well, let me give you an example. Okay, for example, if the number of the subject closest to the verb is singular, we use a singular verb. And let me give you an example right here. All right, it says, neither Susie nor they know the answer. Okay, now we have neither nor, and we have they. They is the last noun closest to the verb, so we have to use a plural verb. Neither Susie nor they know the answer. Okay? Now, let me give you 2 more examples so you can clearly see the difference. And here we have our next example. Okay, there you go. Either Sam or his parents have the key. Either Sam or his parents have the key. Parents is a plural subject, right? So we need to use the plural form of the verb have. So either Sam or his parents have the key. Now, what about if it was a singular subject? Here it is. Either Sam or Will has the key. Now, let me put them together so you can clearly see the difference between one and the other. Okay? Do you see that? As you can see clearly in these last two sentences, the last noun will determine whether the verb takes a plural or singular form. Okay? Is that clear? Now, could you try making a sentence following this rule? Can you type in the chat box a sentence using or, nor, neither, nor, either, or, following the rule? All right, I'll give you some time. Let's make some sentences. Please type in the chat box your sentences. Let's start practicing. That's the best way to learn, by practicing. Okay, let's see. All right. Could you try making a sentence following this rule with compound subjects? You can make sentences using or, nor, neither, nor, either, or. Neither. Okay. Neither I nor John is sad. Okay. Good. Either my younger brothers or my father loves watching TV. Neither Mary and Cece knows English. Neither Mary and Cece knows English. Okay, that's a good one too. Cece is the last noun, so the verb will be knows. Excellent. Neither Mary and Cece know. Okay. Okay, but that one actually, neither Mary nor. We have to use nor. So neither nor goes together. Neither nor and either or. Okay. Neither Mary nor Cece knows English. Neither John nor Henry, okay, has heard the news. That's a good sentence. We just have to change the verb because Henry is he is, and we say neither. Oh, I lost it. Neither Henry. You're wow. You're typing really quickly. Neither John nor Henry has heard the news. Very good. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's the whole point of having grammar lessons, so you can learn grammar rules and apply them right away. Neither me nor my friends went to school today. Okay, went. Yes, that's a good sentence, but because of the went, it's in past tense. It applies to all subjects. So you can say neither me nor my friends go to school every day or go to school on the weekend. All right, well, great job, everyone. Neither Jack nor go to the gym. Okay, excellent. Swelly, neither Jack nor they go to the gym. Okay, excellent. Good job, everyone. Keep practicing. Very, very good. Either she or very good. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Let's keep moving. We have more rules to use and we'll get to practice more later. But keep practicing this and remember, compound subjects with these words, you have to always take a close look to the last noun that is before or that goes before the verb. Okay? Always remember that. let me make it closer. Just remember to check the last noun, the last subject before the verb. Okay, now let's move on to our next rule. Thank you so much for participating. You're doing great. Now we will talk about collective nouns. Collective nouns. Let me see if I can move the camera closer so you can see. Okay, there you go. Collective nouns. And the rule, these are called group or collective nouns, and they can also be singular or plural. And nouns like company, city, government, family, state, and committee, even though it could mean a group of people, they are all considered singular verbs, okay, or singular nouns. Okay, how can I explain this? Do you guys like soccer? Let me give you an example with soccer. I like soccer, that's why. So here we have, the soccer team has won many games this season. Okay, so we're using a collective noun. The collective noun is the soccer team. And even though there are 11 players in a soccer team, we see the soccer team as a single unit, just one. Okay, so what's your favorite soccer team? Do you have a favorite soccer team? You can, I like Real Madrid or Barcelona if you like the European leagues. So, okay, the soccer team has won many games. Okay, this is a collective noun. And this rule also applies to the word family. Okay. This is an important point to remember because we also see family as a single unit. Even though you may have many family members, many relatives, we see family as a single unit. Okay. For example, we can say, my family is big. Okay. So we don't say my family are, we say my family is. Okay. Now, however, this is one rule. However, we have collective nouns that are always plural, and they are city officials, team members, family members, and company leaders. Okay. So they're plural, and thus they take plural verbs. And let me give you an example with a collective noun that takes a plural verb. Some city officials oppose the new law. Okay, some city officials oppose the new law. We have city officials, which is a collective noun, but it takes a plural verb. Okay, and speaking of family, this is the example that I have for you here. All my family members are tall. All my family members are tall. Okay, now, can you tell me about your family or family members? Can you make sentences using this rule with collective nouns? How is your family? Please type it in the chat box, okay? And remember, family members take plural verbs. Family takes a singular verb, okay? Now, I can tell you about my family. My family is very large. I have lots of family members. I have family that lives, because I'm using the word family. I have family that lives in Connecticut, Georgia, Arizona, and I have a brother that lives in Tennessee. Can you tell me about your family? Please type it in the chat box. My family members. Okay, Harry. My family members live in South Korea without the R. You can say my family members are in South Korea, or my family members live in South Korea. Thank you. Greetings to South Korea, by the way. My family is tremendous. Okay. My family is so far away from me. Oh, I'm sorry. The committee will sit and discuss the matter. Okay. My family members are told. My family is always watching TV show, I would say. Very good. Every family member is nice. Okay, you're using every family member, so that makes it singular. Very good. Good job, Piroska. Excellent. All my family members live in the same city. Okay. My family members live in Sri Lanka. Great job. Very good. My family members like soccer, like me. Okay, good. We all like soccer. Okay, good job, Jessica. We are a family of three. My family members. Okay, all my family members are humble. Wow, that is a wonderful quality. Very good, very beautiful, everyone. Thank you so much for participating. My family members live in Tanzania. Very good. Okay, great job. My family members live in different places around the world. Excellent. Well, that's very good. Very, very cool. You can visit them all over the world. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Excellent job. I love that you're always participating. So thank you. Let's move on to our next rule. Okay. And for this rule, we have indefinite pronouns. These you can see them here. They're in this box, and they're called indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns such as anything, anybody, anywhere, anyone, each one, either, neither, everyone, everybody, nobody, somebody, someone, and no one take a singular form of verbs. Okay? All these, that's why I have it on this side. Always, they're always singular. Now, as you can see in this sentence, nobody, I'm using the indefinite pronoun, nobody likes celery. Do you like celery? I like celery, but I just had to make an example. Nobody likes celery. Okay. What is something that nobody likes? You can type it in the chat box. Nobody likes the cold weather. Well, some people do. But if you can think of any examples like this, that's good. Nobody likes celery. Another one, let's use the indefinite pronoun everybody. Everybody wants to come to the party. Everybody wants to come to the party. I also love going to parties, so everybody wants to come to the party. And even though everybody is referring to many people, we treat it as a singular subject, okay? So everybody wants to come to the party. Let me give you another example. Let's now use the indefinite pronoun no one. No one, okay? No one says anything after the meetings. I don't know why. Nobody says anything after the meetings. So says, we see the verb here. And now, listen to me, okay? Anybody wants to try typing a sentence following this rule? You can use any of the indefinite pronouns here. Can you type a sentence? Let's see. No one. Everybody's so nice here. Yes, I agree with you. Just Kirat. Very good. Everybody loves. Nobody knows. Don't forget to use the correct form of the verb. So when you're using singular verbs, you use either es IES or S. Nobody goes. Everybody cries. Everybody likes. Okay? Singular. When we conjugate the verb, it has to be like this. Okay? Everybody wants to learn English. Everyone knows. Don't forget. Don't forget. We need the S. Let's look at the examples here. Wants, says, likes. Okay. Don't forget that. Nobody goes to school. Yes. Nobody goes to school. Everybody knows I'm single. Okay. Very good. Okay. No one cares. Everyone watches. Everybody watches it. Everybody watches it. Okay. Very good. Everyone wants a piece of cake. Piece of cake. Everyone likes to speak English. Very good. Everybody sees. No one sleeps. Okay. Very good. No one lies about love. Nobody wants to be. I like that one, Nafisa. Nobody wants to be alone. That's true. Okay. Very good. Good job, everyone. Excellent. Well done. I'm so proud of you. Just remember, okay, to conjugate the verb in the correct form. Okay. All right. Excellent. Let's go. Let's move on to our next rule. Rule number 6. Okay, we have rule number 6, and that has to do with collective noun phrases. Collective noun phrases. A bunch of, a group of, a set of. These always take a singular form. Always. Okay? For instance, we have a set of 6 cards is all you need to win the game. A set of 6 cards is all you need to win the game. Okay. Now, with these type of collective noun phrases, don't get confused by the plural noun. Okay, like in this case, a set of 6 cards. The subject here is not 6 cards. Okay, it's not 6 cards, but it's actually a set. Okay, a set of 6 cards. How many is a set? A set, just one. That means it's a singular subject. If you say 2 sets, well, then that's plural. But if it's a set, it's one, right? That's why it takes the singular form of the verb. A set of 6 cards is all you need to win the game. Let me give you more examples so we can practice. And here we have a group of students need support with their math homework. A group of students needs support with their math homework. We're talking about a group needs. Okay? Let me give you one more with a bunch of, which means something that you grab a bunch of. Or well, not necessarily, but when we talk about bunches, it could be something that you either grab or big in number, a bunch of students, a bunch of people. But in this case, I chose to put a bunch of grapes. A bunch of grapes has a lot of sugar. A bunch of grapes have a lot of sugar. Okay, but bunch means few of something, and they usually stick together. Okay, bunch of. Okay, a bunch of grapes, a bunch of students have questions. A bunch of students has questions, right? A bunch of grapes has lots of sugar. Okay, so this rule is with collective noun phrases. They are always singular. Always singular. Okay. Now, let's move on to our last rule. We have one more rule. And our last rule is in sentences beginning with here and there, the true subject follows the verb. Sentences beginning with here and there. The true subject follows the verb. What does that mean? Well, here are I have 2 examples here. There are 4 job vacancies this month. Here we have the verb, and the true subject follows the verb. It's after. And then we have there is a vacancy for a management position. You can clearly see the difference between the two of them. This is the true subject, and I underlined it. It always follows the verb. Okay. Now let's make sentences with here. Have some examples. So here is the application. Here is the application. Here are the results for this quarter. So we have 2 more sentences. And as you can see, the true subject is underlined and is always after the verb. Okay. Now for this one, I want to highlight that the contraction of theirs could lead to bad habits. Because I hear often students say, there's a lot of people here today. But that will actually be wrong because we have to say there are a lot of people. Okay. So it's easier to say there's. Yes, there's this, there's that. But just be careful. When you're talking about plural subjects, you have to use there are. Like in these cases, there are 4. Don't say there's 4 vacancies. That would be wrong. You have to say there are. Now for this one, I'd like to ask you, what's in your city? Let's use this rule. Let's use here or there. The subject follows the verb. The true subject follows the verb. And please tell me, what's your city? Are there any parks, any rivers, any shopping malls? What's there? Are there any recreational areas in your city? Please type in the chat box, and you can use there is or there are. Let's type it in the chat box. And for example, I can tell you about Phoenix, Arizona. There is a zoo in Phoenix. It's a really beautiful zoo. And there are several shopping malls. There are many students in the class. Yes. There are a lot of beautiful beaches in my city. Thank you, Jerome. Excellent. Here is, okay, there is a lot of snow in my city. Wow. Is it snowing now? That's nice. There are a lot of buildings in my city. Yes, that is true. There are 59 universities in our country. Wow. Very good. There are 47 prefectures in Japan. Yes. Very good. Okay. There are many power plants. There is a railway station. There are several hospitals. Very good. There are a bunch of different restaurants. There are so many tourist spots in my city. There is. Okay. Jessica, there are a lot of national parks in Tanzania. Because you're talking about a lot of parks. There are a lot of parks national parks in Tanzania. There are 8 cinemas in my neighborhood. Cinemas or movie theaters, plural, with an S. There are too many cars in Athens. Okay, there are many good teachers in. Oh, yes, there are many good teachers here. Very good. There are 9 planets in. All right. There are many colleges in our city. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Good job. Well done. Excellent. I'm having fun reading about your cities and the place where you live. Okay, there are many. Where there are many. Okay. There's a big park where there is a big park where I can't go. I can go around. There's a big park. Nice. It's always nice to have parks. Good job, everyone. Excellent. Well, great job. These are all the rules that we have for today. We were only able to cover some of the rules today. There are many more, but I felt like these are kind of like the most important rules for you to remember. Okay. So remember this lesson will be posted on our Cambly channel. So if you have any questions, you can rewatch this lesson and go over the rules again at a slower pace. Okay. Now we've come to the part. Yes, we've come to the part where you can test your knowledge and understanding of today's lesson. So we're going to do a couple of practice exercises together to review the rules. Are you all ready? Are you all set? Let's start, okay? So let's start out. Let's start by choosing the correct word, or choose the correct verb in each sentence, okay? So let me get closer to the camera. And this is our first sentence. Nobody helps me to do the cooking, but everybody wants to eat. Very common. It happens all the time. So I'll give you some time. Think about it. Now remember to look at our board here and look for the rule. Okay, I'll put it right here. Okay, there you go. This is good. You can see all the rules and you can see our sentence. Wow, look at you guys. Excellent. Everybody's doing a great job. Very good. Excellent. Wow, I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Now remember, we have 2. Okay, so which one is it? Is it help or helps? One or once? Yes, of course. You are smart. I know you are smart. Very good. Okay. Danish. So look at the rules here. Okay. Nobody and everybody, they're indefinite pronouns. And when we have indefinite pronouns, we always use singular. So let me give you the answers. Nobody helps and everybody wants. I'll circle them for you. So nobody helps me to do the cooking, but everybody wants to eat. Good job, everyone. You got it. Excellent. I saw everyone typing the correct answers. So very good. Okay. Are you ready for our second one? Let me show you our second one. And let me move here. And here's our second sentence. Either the president or his staff members are attending the conference. Either the president or his staff members are attending the conference. Very good. Wow, good job. So look at our rules here. Which rule applies to this sentence? Excellent. Wow, you guys are awesome. Very, very good. Great job. Very, very good. Yes, so we have staff members, which is a collective noun that is always plural, right? So we use, or we say, let me circle it for you. And there it is. The correct answer is either the president or his staff members are attending the conference. If we had either the president or his staff, if we use the word staff is a collective noun, but it takes a singular form. Either the president or his staff is attending the conference. But because we have the word members, it's plural, and it takes a plural form of the verb. Okay, so good job, everyone. You got it. Okay, you're doing an excellent job. Well done. Okay, let's move on to our next one. And this is the store owner and his employees works overtime every day. Very good. Oh, sorry. Let me move it. Okay. Good. Wow. Good job, everyone. Excellent. And this rule is here, right? When we have multiple subjects, we have the store owner. It's connected by the word and we have employees. Okay. So when we have multiple subjects like that, we have to see, okay, we have to pay close attention to the closest or the nearest noun to the verb, okay? So in this case, it would be employees. Employees is plural, so we have to use the plural form of the verb here. Employees, plural. The store owner and his employees work overtime every day. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Okay, now we have one more question. I have one more question for you. Okay, now here it is. The committee have created a new resolution. What would be the correct form or the correct verb? Has created, or have created? Well done. Good job. You guys got it. You are on fire. Excellent. Wow. Now remember, committee is a collective noun. Good job. Good job, everyone. Everyone's getting it right. Wow, good job. Excellent. Well done. You got it. Now remember, committee is a collective noun. Committee. Okay. You got it. Okay, very good. Good job. Excellent. Very nice. So let me show you the correct answer, or circle the correct answer. And the committee has created a new resolution. Committee is a collective noun that takes a singular form. Therefore, the verb has to be in singular form as well. Has created. Okay? Good job. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. I'm so proud of you. And you guys did so well today. I can see that you paid close attention to the lesson. Now, I'd like to see if you have any questions or doubts about our topic for today, subject-verb agreement. Please feel free to type your questions out, and I'll do my best to answer them. Do you have any questions, any doubts? I strongly recommend that you rewatch this lesson. You make some, maybe you can write some sentences to keep practicing, because the best way to learn is to keep practicing these rules. Okay? So, any questions? Okay. Oh, actually, very good. Let's wait for some of your questions. When do we use? Okay. Oh, if you want, someone is asking for a PDF. Would you like to take a screenshot of the rules? I summarize the rules. You can take a screenshot and then you can save your notes. Okay. Oh, the difference between somebody and someone. Okay, somebody and someone they're actually the same. Somebody could be a little less formal, and someone is a little more formal, but they're essentially the same. So good question, Jerome. Somebody and someone are the same. Just one is more formal than the other one is a little less formal. Somebody is less formal, okay? Good question. Okay. Would it be possible to summarize today's class in a minute? Wow. That would be very tough. We went over 7 different rules. But I encourage you to rewatch this lesson. Basically, in a nutshell, verbs in English have either singular form or plural form. And depending on the subject, if you have a subject, these rules will tell us or will tell you, but the verb will depend on the subject. And if the verb is singular, you have to conjugate the verb: goes, cries, tries, likes, wants. So just follow these rules and your grammar will improve. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I think very good. Excellent. Well, good job, everyone. I'm still waiting but let's see here. Okay, so why we use their are instead of their is? Okay, that's a good question, Jessica. There are means when we use it when it's plural subject. There are, and there is only one or singular subject. There are many parks. There is a park. Okay, that's it. Okay, a set of cars, a set of let me think about it. Oh, you have, things that come in groups like a set of plates. Okay, you usually have 4 or 6, depending on a set of plates, a set of glasses to drink. That's a set. Okay, they usually come in a box. Okay, good job. Oh, books as well. Yes, very good. Well, thank you, everyone. I hope I answered all your questions. Very good. In case you're joining us for the first time and you aren't familiar with Cambly, Cambly is a platform that gives you instant access to friendly native English speakers that live all over the world. If you want to improve your grammar, your pronunciation, your reading comprehension, or speaking fluency, Cambly is an excellent option for you. Or if you need help preparing for an exam, we can definitely help you with that. You can take classes anytime, anywhere, right from your phone, your computer, or tablet. Cambly is so flexible. You're going to love it. And that's it for today. That's all the time that we have for questions. But I have great news for you today. We have a promo code. You can get up to 36% of Cambly using the promo code Go Live. This is a 36% off yearly subscriptions. Use the code Go Live and you can get 36% off. That is a great deal. Again, remember that all our Cambly lessons, including this one, will be posted in our Cambly channel. So feel free to go back and rewatch this lesson if you have any more questions, or check out our content. If you have questions about what are collective nouns, there's a really cool video that speaks about that, or that talks about that in our channel. So please check it out. Collective nouns or indefinite pronouns. You'll find lots of good content. Please subscribe to our channel. Okay, and come back next Sunday. We have English live lessons every Sunday at the same time. So please join us. Join us next week. We'd love to have you again here with us. And well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for your participation and your support. It was wonderful. You did excellent. I loved your sentences. And I'm looking forward to having you join us again. See you next time, guys. Have a great week and best wishes for all. Okay? Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you next time.